Hi there, Taurus. This is your 3 cards for the month of August 2019. July was quite the month for a lot of people, wasn't it? Yeah. Most people I'm talking to had some sort of major decision to make, some sort of ending or boundary or line that needed to be drawn. You could still be lingering over what to do about that, but you probably know by now what we're talking about. July was major. We had 7 planets retrograding, we had 2 eclipses, and we just had a lot of water signs, a lot of watery planets, so plumbing the emotional depths, and a lot of things coming up from the past and from the deep. Things you might have thought were gone and buried and gotten over, and nope. A lot of people telling me about dreams and nightmares. A lot of people going through physical, like maybe even health crises or scares. This year in general, I've seen a lot of people having healing crises. So they might have like a health scare, a financial scare, something like that. And it seems for a couple of months, it's really intense, and then gone. It lifts, it changes. I've seen this for a number of people this year. You might be one of them, you might not. Taurus, you're pretty stable. You usually don't like change, so you might find ways to avoid going through these transformations, but maybe some of you have, and if it's upon you at this moment, just know you are not alone. So I'm going to burn the sage as usual to start our reading. And you can just imagine that that smoke is all around you, as it is around me. There we go. Very nice. White sage. And I'm going to cleanse the cards. Lots of smoke for you, Taurus. My goodness. Okay. So you perhaps need some cleansing or some energy cleansing. So think about that. And I'm going to cut the cards for you now. So your first card is the King of Cups. Your second card is the Chariot. And your third card is the Two of Cups. So you have 2 cups here in the Chariot. All water signs. You have the King of Cups is like a mature Cancer or Scorpio, Pisces. The Chariot is the card for Cancer, and the Two of Cups is really more like the real Lover's card, and it's Venus in Cancer. So we're talking here about a very lovey-dovey, cozy time, a very family time, very keeping to your cocoon, to your safe people, nurturing yourself. Again, lots of emotions could be stirred up at a time like this. Maybe you're opening your heart again more than you have in a while, and there's also the Chariot says, you know, the need for some armor or protection. If you can see, he's fully armored in gold. So you might be sort of on the fence whether you open yourself up more or whether you need to protect yourself more. That's sort of a hard question to answer if you're going through that. It's going to depend on the situation and the person, and it can shift even in a couple. Day by day it can shift. It's a fluid kind of thing. We have to learn. It's not like putting things in a box and that's where they fit and they always will all the time, 100% of the time. It's more to have some fluidity with some adaptability of how you are interacting and gauging the situation, whether you open up more intimacy or you don't, or you're more protective or private one day, and it's okay. You know, have compassion for yourself for taking care of your heart like that, because it does feel like a nice time, but it also feels like a very sensitive time. Now the Chariot can also be something that comes up when there are external forces. That can mean anything. 2 opposing things. Can be 2 opposing people, can be work-life balance, you know, can be balancing family with your partner, with kids, with friends, with your hobbies and interests. But there's 2 things forces you're trying to, or more, that it says you're trying to sort of hone and consolidate together, and it sometimes takes enormous energy to do that. And again, it keeps showing me back this your stomach area, your solar plexus, to trust your gut, to take care of your meals, and your digestion and your emotions in your stomach are very related. And if you are in the middle of a situation like that where there's more parties, there are more things that you're torn or in between, once again, the message is saying the same thing to me. It's about gauging the moment and the day and the interaction, and it can shift hour to hour sometimes, but you check in with yourself and see how you feel, instead of needing or hoping that you can sort of fix everything in place and it'll just be that way, which is very sort of Taurus likes that, right? Oh, good, check, that's done. I can count on that. It's not saying we can't count on anybody right now with this. It's just that the Cancerian thing is very, Cancer's the mother, it's the moon, it's the tides. It rises and falls, it changes, it shifts. And people are like that, and they're very much like that right now with all of these changes and old memories coming up to people. Everybody could be heightened emotionally, including you, and so you just want to sort of see what the waves are doing that day, and not worry about fixing anything or anyone or any results in place just yet. And then just enjoy that. Enjoy the closeness that you have. If you're single, these could be excellent cards for meeting somebody. And even if you're in couples, it can be a good time for romance. So that's lovely. I hope it's that for you. If you'd like a longer reading, you can reach me at river-rain.com. And you can also sign up for my newsletter there. You can see a list of all the services I offer, including little video descriptions of some of them that are more popular and how they work. And you can also download and listen to my radio show, which is Monday nights. There's 3 years worth of shows. I'm hoping you'll find something that you want to listen to. And you can also jump over to Facebook at Clairvoyant Medium Catherine Allen. Or you can find me on Instagram, Catherine_River_Rain. Catherine River Rain. And you can message me there. There's all kinds of ways, social media now. So glad to connect with you. Have a wonderful month.